Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to give everybody an update on how we're doing. We're fighting. We're doing it. Today is Thursday the 27th. My first round of chemo was on Tuesday, 2 days ago. So we are 48 hours into chemotherapy, and feel great. I feel absolutely great. I am mental side of it. Big relief, a lot of stress has been relieved because fortunately no reactions, no initial reactions to the chemo. There is a, so I'll explain the whole process, but feel great, guys. Break down the process of chemo, how it went down on Tuesday. The way it went down was got to the hospital at 8 a.m., 7 a.m. Tuesday morning, checked in and sent me down for lab work. I had my PICC line installed. It's been removed now, so I have nothing attached to me anymore. I'm completely back to the way I started. So went down and got labs done. I drew some blood. That was easy process. The PICC line's really good for that, just accessing it. So drew the blood, went back up, had some consent forms to sign. So when you get your chemo drugs, each drug has a different side effect. I'm taking 4 different drugs for my treatment, and each drug has side effects. So you have to consent to the treatment. So you read the side effects, and again, it's scary, but I was supposed to sign them the week before, because I was supposed to start chemo on Friday of last week, and because of insurance, it didn't happen, and I should have signed the consent forms that day, but we ended up just cutting it loose, and so I didn't sign them. But in any case, signed them Tuesday morning, and had to wait for the doctor to sign a couple things. So the chemo was supposed to start at, I'm gonna say 9 a.m.-ish was the scheduled date. And with anything, it just, things get pushed back and delayed. And it didn't start until probably about 1. And that process is interesting. So the way that works is that you get your nurse, your head nurse for the day, and they show you to your room. And it's a normal size hospital room, bed, TV, cable, if you wanna watch TV and lay down. I refuse to lay down. I'm not taking the shit laying down. So, real easy. They start you on some pre-meds before the chemo treatment. The pre-meds take about an hour. For me, there was 4 different pre-meds. One of them was a steroid. One of them was an anti-nausea medicine. And the other 2, I'm not really sure what they were. I think they're more just like getting your body acclimated and in a right state to handle the drugs. And then, so for me, it was like a 15-minute drug, or a 15-minute pre-med. The 15-minute pre-med went through the PICC line, IV, and 15 minutes it would cycle through, and then they would put saline in and flush that out, and then start the next drug, however long that time was. And they did the pre-cycle, it took about an hour, and then they bring in the chemo shit. And it's scary. It's fucking weird, man. It is sorry for cursing, but it's me. It's weird. The first one was, you watch YouTube and you hear the stuff that makes you lose your hair, right? And I'm gonna butcher the name, so I'm not even try to say it, but this drug is red. It is a bright red toxic poison that goes into you. And it kills the cells, but it also makes you lose your hair. And the joke or the thing on the internet is called the Red Devil. People call it the Red Devil. And the nurse made a comment because she's like, "Do you know what this is?" I'm like, "Well, it's got to be the Red Devil." And she made a comment that I'm going with, and she said that one of her patients called it the blood of Jesus, or Jesus's blood that's going into you to cure you. And mindset, boom, done, cool. Red Devil, no more. It's the blood of Jesus. So that was the first one. So there's 4 pre-meds. And then there's 4 cancer drugs. For me, that's what I'm being treated with. And the first 2 that they give you has some potential for some pretty concerning side effects. So the nurse stays in there for the first 15 minutes of the first one and the second one. One of the side effects that they tell you is that the drugs, again, I'm not going to butcher this, but the IV, when a drug goes through your vein, it has a potential to leak out of your vein, and causing a reaction. And then that's when they step in and they give you other anti-reactional drugs to combat the side effect. So she's, talking to me. We're trying to have a normal conversation, and all I'm doing is looking at the dang IV thing, saying, okay, it's, because it's bright red, so you can see it coming down the IV, and you can see it going, and tracing around, and then it goes to your PICC line, and you can see it start to go into your body. And like anybody, most people are going to just watch that, and anxieties would go through the roof. So the nurse is there to kind of distract you, and she did a great job. Patricia, great job. So we chatted about everything. And, 10 minutes in, no reaction. So anxiety drops. Boom. Good feeling. They monitor you for reactions. And I didn't have any. So went to the second drug. Same thing. This one's got some potential side effects to it. More than the next 2. So she administered it. This one's clear. You can't see it. Anxiety is, you can't see it going in, so you don't know when it's hitting you, and anxiety level dropped even more. No side effects. And chatted, and she's like, okay, the next 2 are ventoxidrone and whatever they are. I'll learn the names better, but next 2 go in. So again, it's kind of the same thing. The first one goes in, they flush it. 15 minutes for the next one, goes in, flushes. Yeah, and that was the process with the chemo drugs being administered. Pretty seamless, pretty. It's like taking an airplane ride. And people, how was your flight? Uneventful. How was your chemo treatment? Uneventful. It's the best kind. Post treatment, you sit there, and because we made a decision to come back to Austin that night. I talked to a bunch of people, and again, you hear everything under the sun as far as your reactions to the chemo is going to be, everybody's different. Some people not going to be affected by it. This is day 2, 48 hours in. Guys, I feel great, man. I really do. There's times when my stomach gets a little queasy, but I'm fasting. I'm not eating past 8, and I'm not eating until noon. So it's 10:48 here in Texas, and I haven't ate yet. Gallon of water, Kangen water, getting after it, man. I can contribute so much to me personally. Everybody's different. Age is a factor. Your health is a factor on your ability to handle the chemo. And diet's huge. And we've been eating as clean as possible for so long. I contribute so much of that to so much of the not getting the side effects on the first round because of the diet. So, anyway, so we made a choice to come back to Austin after chemo on Tuesday, and it was fine. I sat in the back seat with Riley. She held my hand. I think she knew, she knows what's up. So I sat in the back seat the whole way home. It's a 3-hour ride. I looked at the GPS on Sarah's phone, and it said we were 25 minutes from the house, and I was like, where did the time go? This was the easiest drive back that we've made so far. We've done probably 4 or 5 trips so far, back and forth. This one flew. This one was amazing. And I think it's a lot to do with the anxiety level was so low. It was just, I actually enjoyed the process. I enjoyed the experience. So they did send me home with I took it off. It came off yesterday. I still got a Band-Aid on it. But what it was a little, kind of like, I think with diabetic shoes. It's not insulin, but it's an injection of, I believe it was antibiotics. So after your first chemo treatment, or maybe after all of them, I don't know. 24 hours later, you get an injection for something. That little device, put it on. The nurse put it on before I left, right after I got my last chemo treatment. It's a little sticky thing, goes on. You can go on your stomach or the back of your arm, and I chose the stomach. And what it does is 24 hours later, technically 27 hours later, it will inject whatever's in there into your body. And it's got like a little monitor, little light on it to tell you that it's still attached to your body right. And if it comes off, it'll turn to colors. You want it to stay green, flash green the whole time. And it did. I can't shower really. You can't, just keep it on. So she put that on. And after that, one of the things that we were trying to get done is a port. So the port is installed on your chest. I think it goes on your right side, and it's a minor surgery. But what it does is it allows the doctors to access the central line to inject, to take blood out, to withdraw blood, and to inject stuff into you. The PICC line is a pain in the ass. The PICC line went in right here, actually right in between the U and Dustin, and there's a catheter that goes, procedure-wise, they put it into your arm, and it runs up your arm, under your chest, and it drops down by your heart. Same thing, they draw blood, so you don't have to get stuck in your veins. You don't want chemo going through your veins. It goes through your veins, but the injection site, small needle, small vein, has a high risk of error. The PICC line's installed. It had 2 ports coming out of it, two plugs, and they just plug it in and inject or withdraw whatever they want from your blood system, and it's easy. Problem is that it's a pain in the ass. You can't get it. It's an open wound, so it's dressed. You have to get it changed every 7 days. I had to flush it using syringes and saline every day, once a day, and I don't like that crap. I don't like tubes sticking out of my body. It messes with my head. But I had to flush it every day. So you get a syringe, you clean it thoroughly as you can do, you inject the saline into it in spurts so that it creates turbulence in the line and it flushes out the crap. Don't want to do that. I want the port. The port procedure is backlogged a few weeks. So the concern was that they were saying, hey, we might have to leave this PICC line in until June 8th is my next treatment, I believe. And I didn't want that because you can't swim. You can't go in the sauna. You can't get it wet. You can't work out. You can't sweat because it's an open wound. It creates infection. So after they put this on, I got the MyChart, badass again. MyChart with the MD is sick. I got the alert, PICC removal been approved. When you're done, go down to second floor, boom, went down there, got the chemo done, texted Sarah, babe, I'm done. Just gonna get this PICC line removed, and we're out of here. That's a process too. They gotta prep you. They gotta disinfect the area. So that took an hour, painless, not 1 ounce of pain. She cut they sutured the port to my arm, a couple stitches, cut the stitches off, and told me to take a deep breath and hold my breath and kind of like you're trying to have a bowel movement without pushing to have a bowel movement. And whatever it does, it helps the process of pulling the catheter out. Didn't even feel it. Took probably 40 minutes. Done. That was it. Got my water, and we headed to the car and headed home. Been raining in Texas for 2 weeks now, so we drove in the rain for a little bit. We left the hospital. Again, the hospital is a process. If your appointment's at 1, be there before 1, but know that things pop up. They're gonna want more labs. They're gonna want more something. It always works that way. I've noticed that. So my schedule on Tuesday was supposed to be get there at 7. I didn't have any lab work on my chart. When I checked in, the lab work popped up. Go get lab work. Okay, so everything kind of gets delayed, and it's fine. But the point is come prepared, because I didn't leave. Chemo still starts at 7 or 8 o'clock a.m. It's a 3-hour chemo. Noon is my best case. We're out of here at noon. We didn't leave until 5 o'clock p.m. But again, the people are so nice. There's so many things to do there. There's I don't eat the cafeteria food, but there's cafeterias, there's parks, you can walk around in between meetings. It's not that bad. So we left at 5 o'clock, 6, whatever time it was. Got back here at 9 p.m. Anxiety level just kept dropping. Just kept dropping, man. There was no pain. There was no nausea. There was no sickness. Woke up Wednesday morning yesterday. So another thing that I haven't really told a bunch of people is back. I've had back pain for years. My lower back, I just contributed that to commuting, sitting in a car, sitting behind a desk, and my back would hurt, my lower back. And I would get like spasms, on my right leg. But in the past, ironically, since the diagnosis, my pain level in my back has increased 10 times. At night, it is unbearable. It is brutal. And the craziest thing is, like, right after diagnosis, like it was never that bad. It was like a lingering pain throughout the day. I never took Tylenol. I never really took any pain meds for it. 3 weeks ago, I started taking pain meds. I started taking aspirin. My stepdad was in town. He gave me some Vicodin in a couple of days, and I would take it. Would come out of nowhere. Like it would come on within 5 minutes, and I'd be in a fetal position, and it was tough. That's continued for the past 3 weeks. Got back on Tuesday night, and I had back pain. They gave me a bunch of drugs. I'm probably sedated or some shit. I don't know, but I had no back pain. Went to bed, woke up Wednesday, and I was like, dude, what's going on? Like, I feel phenomenal. I was laying in bed. I'm like, babe, I have zero back pain. Like, that back pain's been there forever. Like, I would roll over and like stretch and it would be a nuisance. No back pain. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, all right, cool. All day yesterday, just felt amazing. Just stress level was reduced so much because I could see the plan transpiring. I can see what the vision of chemo, the negative mindset towards the growth mindset, and now I'm in it. And there's no nausea. As I get it, it's the first round and everybody reacts differently. So if I'm being naive and round 4 in July is going to kick my ass, hey, bring it on. Let's go. I don't give a shit. Bring it on. But today, Wednesday morning, today's Thursday, I'm going to make this video to update you guys and hopefully people that watch this that are unfortunately going to go to battle with this, you'll have a peace of mind seeing me with my story today. Is that today's Thursday. It's 10:58. Been up since 6 o'clock. Haven't ate breakfast. I'm fasting. I can recommend that too. I don't eat past 8 p.m. This is something that's been going on. The fasting from 8 p.m. to about 10 a.m. I've been doing that off and on for more than a year. I've stuck to it even further now, and I'm trying to push it to 2 p.m. I might get one of my juices from Gary from Higher Power Wellness, the cold pressed juices that he ships to me every week. I just got them today. Just got them literally before I came down here. Gary's box showed up. It's got a week's worth of green juice, which is, I'm not going to go down the whole list, but it's green juice. One of them's green, one of them's red. And I've been taking those for about 3 weeks now. Feel great, feel amazing. Got my CBD in today from him too. So that's helping with the diet, helping with the body and the nutrition and the recovery. So, and the water. So I'm going to go for a walk. Sarah's making shirts. I know you guys are supporting us, man, and it means a lot. And she's doing a great job. She is a beast at this, man. We got up this morning, sun came up. She's like, all right, babe, go to work, give me a kiss. And she went into we have a little laundry room that we converted into the sweatshop. And she's making shirts all day. So I appreciate the support with that. Keep ordering them, guys. She's got some different designs she's working on. We just came up with my beautiful face logo deal. So, yeah, we're gonna go for a walk. We're gonna enjoy the day. The forecast looks good. My sister-in-law is coming over today to help Sarah, but so that's it. That is that's 48 hours in. You know, if you're struggling with cancer and you're struggling with the chemo and the mental side of this, you have options. You know, you don't have to go full organic. You don't have to, you know, but so another thing I just want to touch on too about the statistics of this thing, and you know, screw the statistics, man. You're your own statistic. What I mean is, you have to look at the facts. So there's some people that go get chemo, and their mindset is, this is a death sentence. This is not good. Like, I'm not going to survive this. And I know where I would be 3 years ago. I would probably, if I was going through this, I would get my treatment, and it went well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the cafeteria, and you walk in the cafeteria and you smell. They have freshly made pizza. They have Chick-fil-A. They have a whole, you know, they have a Chinese food section. They have a barbecue section. And I know what I would do. Guaranteed, if I didn't focus on my health and my nutrition, I would go down there and I'd get 3 freaking Chick-fil-A sandwiches. And I'd do that little TikTok hack that I've seen right now where you take the ketchup and the honey and you put it in the pack and you shake it up and you eat the hell out of it, and it looks freaking delicious. But what it does is that it's not good for you. Like, that processed food is horrible. So it's the little things, it's the little steps that you can do. And, you know, increase your water. You can drink more water. I drink a gallon a day at least, and I've been doing that for over a year, and it's not that bad. It's a choice you have to make. I don't drink soda. I don't drink anything other than water for the most part. So if you're going through this cancer battle and you have it coming, focus on your nutrition. You know, focus on your sleep. You know, we just put a TV in the room. We didn't have a TV in our bedroom before. My point is that when you go to bed, try not to be on your phone before you go to bed. You know, your mind is on your phone, you know, YouTube or Facebook or whatever you're on, and your mind's going subconsciously. And then you shut that thing off, and it's not like a light switch with your head. Your body takes time to decompress from the day and all the information and all the lights and all the stuff that's triggering your mind to. So a couple things you can work on is, you know, make your bedroom dark. Make it cooler than what you usually used to, because your body rests better when it's cool. Is that a fact? I think it's a fact. I have enough, I've watched enough, I've read enough to know that, you know, lights in your bedroom, cut them all off. Make it completely pitch black. The light on the TV, the little red light or the green light that's on your TV that shows that it's plugged in, put tape over it. No light. If you want to sleep better, get off your phone before you go to bed. Try to meditate. Try to just take some deep breaths and put yourself in a relaxed state so that your body can drift off into sleep and not have, you open up your eyes and you see a night light. Or you open up your eyes and you see the blue light from your laptop that's still open. Cut all that stuff off, completely pitch black. Hydrate, good food, exercise. You know, yes, I'm 42. I'm not 65, and what I mean is, it's going back to the same thing. Some people will get treatment. I haven't seen it, but it's a fact of life. Some people are going to get their cancer treatment. They're going to go downstairs. They're going to walk outside. They're going to smoke a cigarette. They're going to go get a bunch of shit food from the vending machine, and they're going to put that more of that toxins back in their body, and then that process of chemo is just going to kick their ass. It's probably going to kick my ass at some point too, and I'm ready for it. But if you're going through this, don't do that. Don't try to change your daily habits just a little bit. I mean, you don't have to go full vegan and like we've done, but it helps, guys. Like, don't go get your chemo treatment and feel great, like, or even feel not so great. But then don't compound it by going down and getting a burger, or getting fries, and I mean that shit looks good, man. There's no doubt about it. It takes the discipline not to do it, because I wanted, dude. I walked downstairs, walked by the cafeteria, I could just smell all the food. I could smell the Chick-fil-A. I could smell the pulled pork and the barbecue that it had in there. I could smell the pizza. I'm like, dude, I want that so freaking bad. You have no idea. And all I had in my backpack. So my bad, right? Tuesday morning, we had our juices. And it was 12 o'clock. In the fridge of my sister's house, we had my juices. We had some fruit. We had prepackaged kiwi and some berries, and it was all in the little thing, and I didn't grab it. So when I got dropped off, I had water, I had a gallon of water, and I had a couple of things of nuts. I had some flaxseed, I had some sunflower seeds, I had, not the shell seeds, but the actual sunflower seeds, some pumpkin seeds, some walnuts in a container, but I didn't bring my juices and stuff. So believe me, bro, when I said that I wanted to go get done with my treatment, and then I had to wait for the PICC line thing, and I had like 45 minutes to kill before they did the procedure, I walked by that cafeteria 3 times. And I wanted to hit up Chick-fil-A so bad, man. It was just smelling so good. I'm like, no, I can't do this. This is the fight. This is the discipline that's like, stay the freaking course. Don't get weak. Don't fall to that shit. Just stay after it. And I did. Sarah got there. There's the fruit. There's the juice. Riley pulled in. Dad, sit with me, Dad. Sure, right? She knows what's coming from the doctor. I had new bandages on. She knows what's up. And I said, Mama, can I sit in the front with Mom? No, Dad, sit here. And she pulled the blanket and put her hand out, and I had my fruit and my juices, and we rode home together, man. And I sat in the back seat the whole way, and that's probably one of the first times I've sat with her in the back seat in a long time. Maybe since coming home from the hospital, I don't know, but I'll never forget that ride home. And she held my hand, and she fell asleep, and it was precious. So, positive, right? I'll never forget that ride home. First chemo treatment. All right, so we're 48 hours in. We're watering. We're getting hydrated. April's coming over, make some more shirts. I got some business stuff to do today. Some phone calls, emails to tackle. But that's it, guys. We're 48 hours in. Feel good. Gonna go find a sauna today. Might drive out to Marble Falls just to hit the sauna. Back pain's gone again. Woke up, slept great last night, no back pain. So, in my head, that Jesus juice, all those drugs that they put in me, I have 0 back pain, guys, and it is so crazy. So it's killing it. My little lump that I felt it the whole time. It's almost gone. So 1 round, whatever you want to say about it, my mindset is that all those drugs are going after these cells. The back pain's gone. I can't feel this at all. This lump that started this whole process I think it's right here, but I don't even know if that's it. Honestly, it's working, guys. So, blessed. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all you guys are supporting us. We just got another package today from our friends at Valley, Brian and Steve, and man, dude, it's just the support has been crazy, and still going, baby. We're still going. The affirmations are coming back. The vision's coming back. I can see a 5-year plan again. For the past 3 weeks after that diagnosis and that phone call, having the vision of where we're going to be in 5 and 10 and 20 years from now, it was clear my whole time. I've always had that vision of where I see my life, affirmations and forecasting, and just a vision of it. And that's probably one of the hardest things after getting that phone call, was just it's gone. Like your deer in headlights, just completely holy shit. I might not see Riley go to 1st grade. I might not see my grandkids. I might not see Dustin. you know, buy his first house or whatever, whatever Dustin wants to do, and he's doing an amazing job. And him and Jaden they're good together. They counterbalance each other, and I haven't met her family. I've talked to her dad a few times, but they seem like great people, and he's happy, and that means so much. So he's living with his girlfriend in Fullerton, and they're learning life. They have an apartment, they have roommates, they have some roommate issues right now, and it's something that's it's big in his life, and it was big in my life when we had roommate issues, with when I was younger. But he's learning, and it's fun to see him. It's hard to see him. It's not fun, but he's learning, and it's sometimes it's hard, and you want to step in and you want to insert your knowledge into your kid's life because you've seen it, done it, and you know one outcome of what could fix this problem. But sometimes you can't do that. You got to let them struggle with it and find their way and not take control. And that's hard for me. I'm a problem solver. You come to me with a problem, that my fucking job is to solve it. Hands down. That's what I get paid for, solve problems. And I make decisions like that. Roommate problem? Here, do this and this. It's done. What about this? Don't worry about that. Just do this. It's going to work. And if it doesn't, you learn something. So, but the vision was hard. The vision was hard because for weeks I didn't have it. Like I just couldn't. The only thing I could think in my head was I have cancer, stage 4, and it's going to kill me. Like I'm going to die from this. And it was debilitating. It's there, it's still in my head. Maybe, if I could say 3 weeks ago, that thought took up 30% of my daily thoughts. Cancer, 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 chemo, radiation, stem cell, bone marrow. That's all I can think about. What if this and that? Now, maybe 3% of my thoughts are about the bad side of cancer. Now it's like, hey, okay, we got to be here. When's the next appointment? What do I got to do? Hey, let's start looking at, getting back to work. Let's fly back to California. Let's go see some people. Let's go stir some shit up. So, where we are today. It's Thursday. Sun is out, sort of. No rain today. And it's going to be a great day. So, again, keep everything coming, guys. The messages, everything. Update you as we go. We're off this week. Go back to Houston, I believe on the 3rd. I have some appointments on the 4th. Got surgery, I think on the 4th, put the port in. So that'll be anxiety's going to build a little bit before that, as always. Anytime you go under the knife, it's, scary. So, but right now, that's still a week away. Ain't thinking about it. Have a great day. Love you guys. See ya.